Our coverage of Computex 2025 is brought to you by Lian. Thanks to them, we're able to afford a plane ticket back. We're now over at the Lianli booth where they have so many new cases for us to go through. I don't think we have time in the day, but we're going to try, starting with the Lancool 217 Infinite, or just INF as they're calling it right here. You've probably seen the regular 217. It's basically the same thing, but if we turn it around, it has an infinity mirror, and in my opinion, and as my contact at Lianli said herself, it basically looks like a giant RGB speaker, which, yeah, I basically have to agree. Now the best thing is, it is actually the exact same price at $120 as the regular Lancool 217. So you can either go for a more flashy one with this, or you can go for a more simpler build, the wood grain and whatnot. It will cost you the exact same. Next up right here, we have the Lancool 4 with its slightly new refined look. Now one of the big things about it, apart from just the way it looks, which again, just like that other case, just looks like a speaker to me, but kind of reminds me of like an early 2000s era of all of the translucent kind of gadgets. Yeah, that's pretty much what this reminds me of. One of the other things is the fact you can take off pretty much any of the panels, so you can really get at this thing from any direction. I would love to show it to you, but I can't because it's still a working sample, so it isn't quite, you know, the full feature set you'll get from the main product when it launches in, oh, fingers crossed, October of 2025. And in terms of price, it is going to cost you $130 for either the black or the white. Let me quickly consult my cheat sheet here. This thing is called a Dancase B4, and no, this isn't something made by Apple, even though it kind of looks like it when looking at the silver one specifically. It is a brand new M80X compact case that can be positioned either horizontally or vertically depending on how you like it. But I think the thing that surprises me most about it is the price, because usually if you want these kind of highly compact cases, despite the fact that they are smaller, they usually charge you a lot more for it. But this thing, just for $100, at least for now. Again, when this thing goes to full production, they may decide that they want to up the price or whatever. We've seen that happen before. Now, in terms of what you can actually put inside there, it is restricted to M80X motherboards max. However, you can still put a full-size ATX VSU and up to a quad-slot graphics card, so no compromises there. Let's be honest, most of us don't even need an ATX motherboard. Most of us only have that because it's the, you know, common option and because there's usually the most units available, but this will serve you just fine as well. We're not done yet, we still have so many other cases to go through. Next up is the O11D Mini V2. The biggest difference with this one is just the fact that the fans underneath here are actually at a bit of an angle, meaning that they are way more efficient actually getting all that fresh, cold air to your super hot graphics card. Is that enough for you to, you know, really get excited and get this brand new case? Who knows? The good thing is that despite how fancy it looks and despite the kind of, you know, signature Lianli fish tank design, it's actually not that expensive. It starts at $90 for the fanless version or $10 more if you want some pre-included Lianli fans, which are pretty decent fans. If you really want budget, then they also have the Vector V100. This thing, believe it or not, it starts off at just $60 without fans. For that, you get that very now signature Lianli fish tank design. You do get your front panel that is, you know, more of a side panel. What do you even call that? I wouldn't call it a side panel, but you know what I mean. You get all your I/O on the side. You get a great aesthetic and great cooling potential, all at just $60. Or you can pay a bit more if you want some fans included with it. If you want to go even bigger, well, they have the Vector V200 here as well, which, as you can see, apart from just being larger, it also has this screen right here. It has some random anime stuff, I have no idea what it is. You can just replace it with whatever you want. That is not the only, I want to use the word gimmick, that this has. Because at the front there's also some capacitive buttons. Is all of that worth it, given how this thing, it costs $110? Well, you be the judge of that. But either way, you can get both this and the V100 starting in September of this year. Thanks so much to Inwin for sponsoring our coverage. They're celebrating their 40th year anniversary this year with major discounts on the existing chassis, plus a special 40th anniversary concept chassis, so definitely check them out down in the video description below. Plus, huge thanks to our patrons, Gavin Burns, Justin Ray, Jella Ronyak, Balash Voka, Patrick Harrison, Nala Sudodin, Meg Sumner, and Shane Allcroft.